A majority of Americans think that crime is out of control across the U.S., and it's understandable why people don't feel safe. Here at NewsNation, we have extensively covered these stories like organized retail crime rings, large groups working together, stealing as much as they can from big box stores and luxury retailers. Now, some companies like Target say that they have had to close certain locations due to the violence. And despite those headlines, one major statistic is trending in the right direction. With only 4 days left in 2023, the U.S. homicide rate is set to drop by record numbers this year. Let's take a look at the data. The homicide rate down by 22% in New York City, 26% in New Orleans. Chicago, Los Angeles, and Phoenix also experiencing a decline. Now, it is worth noting these cities have very high murder rates, which makes the drops more dramatic. Nevertheless, why do Americans think that crime is sky high while these numbers paint a very different picture? Here to break this all down with us is retired NYPD detective Michael Alcazar. He's also an adjunct professor at John Jay College. It's good to see you again. Thanks for being here tonight.
Good evening.
Detective, help us understand this data. What is responsible for the decrease in homicide rates in these major cities?
But the decrease in homicides is a crime of passion. So it's not as prevalent as robberies and burglaries. And I think the detectives, the investigators are doing a good job making the arrests. So there's no money in it for the bad guys, right? Again, it's a crime of passion. It's just something that happens. And I think with our investigators, they're doing a good job solving it and deterring other future homicides. What's happening now is like what we just saw is these flash mob burglaries, these moped robberies, which gives the perception that there's an atmosphere of lawlessness throughout the country.
When you look at these numbers, is there one city in particular that is standing out to you? And if so, how are they able to curb their homicide rate so effectively?
I mean, New York's doing a good job with the homicides. I'm a former New York detective, and I attribute that to our detectives just doing a good job. They got the right supervision. They have the experience, and that's helping curb the homicides, the arrests. They're getting good tips from the citizens who want crime to go down. So it's a partnership with the community and the NYPD, and I'm sure other agencies like Chicago, LA. Boston, they're doing the same thing. Nobody wants to have homicide spike anymore. And traditionally, crime goes down a little bit in the winter months, too. So that could be another factor.
Yeah, and New Orleans going down 26% over the entire year really does seem remarkable. We do want to say it is not a blanket good news story. There are some cities like Washington, D.C., for example, that did not have a good year. The nation's capital saw a 36% year-to-year increase in homicides there. What do you think may have happened in that area?
Yeah, I can attribute that to the mass retirements of law enforcement or police officers. A lot of police officers are leaving. In cities like that, they might not have enough patrol officers, not enough omnipresence, so it's not enough of a deterrent. And that could be it. I mean, everyone's migrating. Police officers are migrating to other cities and probably leaving these busier municipalities where the crime is spiking. It could be poor leadership too, from local government. But I think I attribute that most to the loss of police officers and lack of recruitment to replenish the police department.
Yeah, I know the recruitment issues are something that you and I have spoken about before. I want to talk about the discrepancy because a majority of Americans think that crime is on the rise. But these numbers say that at least for homicides, it is largely the opposite in these major cities. So what is influencing this public perception that crime is running rampant? Is it that even while we see homicide rates dropping, we see these swarms of retail crime in major stores that we just didn't seem to see in the same way before the pandemic? Also, people's cars being broken into over and over again. What do you think is the disconnect here?
Surely that absolutely factors in, right? We have 3 years of a spike in crime since the pandemic, and people now have social media, right in their hand. They can see the news, any kind of post on Instagram that shows crime, and it depicts like moped robberies, assaults on the street crime. So it just makes the individual, the citizen looking at it more fearful. Like if you live in like a big city like New York and you get on the subway every day, you probably feel like it's not that bad because you live there. But you still see the emotionally disturbed people walking in. You still see the people hopping the turnstile. You still see the occasional people getting assaulted. So I mean, homicides are down, but it still feels like there's a climate of crime, and this is why people probably think that that it's not that good, that it's still a dangerous city, because I mean, perception sometimes becomes reality, even though the numbers doesn't show that.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.